Hello, friends. How are you today? It's Miss Jackie here, and we're going to be doing pumpkins today for our theme. So, your teacher is going to pass out a piece of paper with a whole bunch of pumpkins on it for you. And then we are also going to do some pumpkin shapes. So, for supplies today, all we need are our pumpkin foam pre-writing stroke paper and our shape cards, okay? So mine are not filled in with color, but yours might be color. My printer is only in black and white, unfortunately. But this is a pumpkin, so we're going to pretend that this is orange and the stem is brown. Okay, so we also need some orange Play-Doh and your crayons. So our first shape that we're going to make today is a circle. So I'm going to keep my circle up here just so you can see that the shape I'm making is a circle. Now you're going to open up your Play-Doh using two hands. So you're going to pull the lid off. Okay, and you're going to squeeze to pinch that Play-Doh and grab a chunk out. Okay, now you're going to use two hands. Let's see if you can see the table here. You're going to use two hands to roll out this Play-Doh. So, two hands, we're going to roll. I'm going to move this to the side because it's moving with me. Two hands to roll it out, and we're going to make a snake, okay? We're going to make a very long snake. If you want, you're going to have to push pretty hard. You can switch over to one hand if it's easier, but I would like you to use two hands. All right, when your snake is long enough, then we can make a circle. All right, now here's our circle. And the bottom shape is going to be a circle. All right, you guys made your first circle for your pumpkin. Circle, circle. Next, we're going to open this back up. Now, you might get a different card as your first one. You're going to switch with your friends. So one friend might have gotten a circle and your other friend might have gotten a rectangle. So this is a rectangle, and you can see in order to do our rectangle, we are going to count the sides. So I'm going to get a crayon out, and we're going to count the sides of the rectangle. Ready? We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 sides to a rectangle. And you'll notice that 2 are really short and 2 are really long. So if we need 4 pieces of Play-Doh, let's break our long piece of Play-Doh in half. All right, now you're going to rip this part in half again, and we're going to have 2 short pieces of Play-Doh. Now, for this other one, you're going to need to roll it out to make it a little bit longer because we have 2 short pieces and 2 long pieces. So, now you're going to rip this in half. And look, we have a rectangle. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of Play-Doh for our rectangle, 4 sides. 2 are short, 2 are long. Now we're going to switch to a different shape. Oh, this is a square. Let's count the sides of a square. The sides of a square, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, if your teacher has printed out enough of these for you, enough shape cards, you can always trace with your crayon the outsides. That will be fun. Maybe if your mom or dad wants to print an extra copy, you can trace the outside of the shape and you can even color it in. It looks more like a pumpkin now since it's orange. All right, so now when we counted these 4 sides, look at the difference between this and a rectangle. The 4 sides of this shape are all the same. So let's get our Play-Doh out. And we're gonna get 4 sides. So I'm gonna roll this back out, make it really long, and then I'm gonna measure. All right, that is the same. 1, 2, 3. Pinch and pull to break it apart. And 4. All right, I just made my square. There's my square pumpkin. All righty. After the square, we're gonna do a oval. This is a silly looking pumpkin. So let's see how many lines we need for our oval. Okay, we're gonna start at the top because we always start at the top. If it's a letter, a shape, anything, we always start at the top. So we are gonna go all the way around. And I touched at the top for my oval. That means I only need 1 long piece of Play-Doh. Okay? So I'm gonna get a piece of Play-Doh and I'm gonna roll it out, making it really long. Use 2 hands together. Okay, we're gonna start at the top. We're gonna start at the top and go all the way around. And look, I made my oval pumpkin. All right, there's my oval pumpkin. Time to move on to our next shape. We are warming up our hands for our pre-writing strokes by playing with this Play-Doh. Next is a pumpkin triangle. Let's count the sides of a triangle. 1, 2, 3. 3 sides to a triangle. Oh, and Miss Jackie went off the side here. That's okay. All right, so we're gonna roll out our Play-Doh into a big long line again, and then we're gonna break it into 3 even pieces because we need 3 pieces for a triangle. Okay, so I'm rolling out the Play-Doh. We'll start at the top, pinch and pull it apart. 1, 2, 3. 3 sides to a triangle. All right, now since we are running out of time, I want to move on, but I'll show you the 4 other shapes that you might get. So here is a shape. This one looks like a stop sign. So let's count the sides of this shape. This one is really tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sides to this shape. It's called an octagon. Okay? So you can roll out your Play-Doh and you're going to need to get 8 little pieces of Play-Doh to make the sides of this shape. Have fun making your octagon. Let's do this one. This one is a hexagon. This is also a tricky shape. Let's count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides to a hexagon. They're also all the same, so you can get 6 little pieces of Play-Doh to make your hexagon. All right, and for our last shape, this one's really tricky. This is called a rhombus. It has 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides to a rhombus, and they are all the same size. It's kind of like a square, but a little bit shifted, like it fell over. So 4 sides to a rhombus. You can get your Play-Doh out and make a rhombus. When you're all done with your pumpkin shapes, you can clean up your Play-Doh by putting it into your container and popping the lid back on. You're going to have to work those fingers really hard to push really hard so that it stays shut. You don't want your Play-Doh to get ruined and get hard. So you got to make sure the lid is shut really well. All right, moving on to our pre-writing strokes. So our fingers and hands should be all warmed up right now. And we're going to do our pumpkin drawing. So the first one is draw horizontal lines. So we start on the left and we go zoom all the way across. Zoom all the way across. Start on the left and zoom all the way across. Remember, when we hold our crayon, you're going to have my thumb is bent, pointer points to the tip, middle finger rests on the side. I tuck my last 2 fingers in and take it for a ride. Okay? That's how we hold our crayon. We'll do horizontal lines starting at the left and zooming across. Now a vertical line, vertical means straight, so a big line down. Big line down. You can do a whole bunch of big lines down. Good job, everybody. All right, next you're going to draw circle eyes and a triangle nose. Now we just did our shapes, so if you need to go back and look at your shape cards, feel free. But I'll show you what a circle looks like. Ready? We start at the top and go all the way around. 1 circle. Start at the top and go all the way around. 2 circles. All right. And who remembers how many sides a triangle has? I'll show you our triangle card, and maybe you can all shout out to your teacher or your parent how many sides it has. If I can find it. Here it is. All right, ready? Let's see. How many sides does a triangle have? 3. You're right. The answer's 3. So we have a line across the top, sliding to the bottom, and slide back up for a triangle nose. Next, we have draw a circle nose. Okay, we all know how to draw a circle now. We start at the top and go all the way around. And a curved mouth. So this one you can get creative with. I'm going to do a big crescent-shaped mouth like this. But you can do whatever you want for the pumpkin mouth. And if you have extra time, your teacher might let you color all the stems and the mouth in. I hope you guys have a great time doing your pre-writing lines and your shapes with Play-Doh. See you next week.